But Jason, who's just gone fastest of all, look at that, 7/10 clear of the field. Purple sector 1 and 3. So a very good lap for Jason, because Jason is the P1 man. So we're going to want to see how he gets on this final lap. I'll keep you up to date then with Wace's sector times then. Infamous is caught on a set of medians, maybe trying to get into the top 10 with those. Only 15 people here and one of them already out of the session. Perhaps not a bad gamble to take, but we'll see how it works. Jason backs off. Sees his 2 cents off and backs off. Wace has set sector 1 time already and he's now invalidated, unfortunately, which is a shame in the Mercedes. Anyone else then? Is that James Net, who's found himself 6/10 of a second up on his last try? Not a purple sector 1, still 4/10 off the pace of Jason, which just appears to be so rapid at the moment. It is Jason for Ferrari, who's on pole for the first round here in Melbourne then, with a time of a 1 minute 21.8. 121.218, so that's a really nice time. 3/10 clear of Smithy and Josh, who were separated by just 1,000th of a second. Mandatory 2-stop, and the first round of season 19 will get underway when the 5 lights go out. Jason on the right and Smithy on the left. A chicane for turn 1 as season 19 gets underway, and what a start from Josh! We're 3 wide already, but I think he and Smithy have gone right around the Ferrari, but who gets into turn 1 first? They've collided, both spinning off. Luckily, they do ghost, and Wace now takes the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. It was a shocking start for Jason, but he's managed to keep it on the road. He stays in 2nd place, Doyle's 3rd with TJW in 4th, Fozzie Bear now up to 5th, and we're seeing Lilliot making one of his trademark starts again. We're 2 of the favourites for this race. Jason, like I say, I think he might well have the pace. Will he be able to challenge and catch and pass Wace? And if so, when's he going to do it? Mercedes lead Ferrari here at Melbourne. How many times have we seen this in F1 in the past? As we head through turn 1, Wace misses the apex. Jason, I'm sure, will be happy enough to put as much pressure as he possibly can onto the Mercedes. He got away with that because it was a really tricky start for him. He just did not get off the line at all. And it was 3 wide before turn 1, and eventually Smithy and Josh, neither of them wanted to back off. The stewards will almost certainly be having a look at that first lap as Jason holds onto the back of Wace. No DRS until the start of lap 3. And I don't imagine Jason's going to take any big risks unless it's a really easy move. And look at that, you can see how much those 2 are struggling through 12. Let's see if they all make it through, because look at them, how they're avoiding the curb zone. They really don't want to risk it, because one little tap of the curb too much and you will be spinning off. As we start lap 3 of the Australian Grand Prix, Jason 1 minute 25.9, followed by a few more who are way faster than this. I wonder if Wace is really holding Jason up, and he really is just being brave, not being brave, being sensible. Well, I guess you could say he's being brave as well when he goes to the move, but he's being sensible, let's say that for now, as he decides not to pass Wace until it's a clear opportunity. Good gap to Doyle. Doyle is setting the same pace as Jason, which means he's not really going to be catching him too much, and he will be looking behind for Fozzie Bear. Will Ferrari be heading towards a 1-2 perhaps on the first race of the season? I must say it's looking quite good actually, even though they're sitting 2nd and 4th right now. It feels like they're going to develop throughout the race. But we'll see how it all goes. First of all, we've got to see Jason and see if he can get past into the lead of this race quickly as well. Remember, fastest lap points is worth pointing out, as we were talking about as they all came up. There's a fastest lap point for the top 10 and for the bottom 5 in this case, but there's one for outside the top 10 and one for inside it. And as you can see now with DRS, he's going to be setting a few fastest laps I reckon today, Jason, as he goes into the lead of the Prospect round 1 of the Australia Grand Prix. A pretty easy move, it has to be said. Wace did try to defend it, but I think Jason's just has more natural pace. Oh, he's now gone wide as well, his Wace. As we turn to Fozzie Bear then, the upper Ferrari, is he going to be looking at trying to make some moves into the top 10, or into the top 3, as Jason, yeah, you can see fastest lap, and for his teammate as well. So the Ferrari's certainly looking the fastest out there. It's just so crazy, this first sort of lap. I mean, I can't believe how much really happened there. Remember, by the way, Jason's a rookie at the moment. He's absolutely schooling the field as it stands, and for a rookie to be doing this, I'm sure. Oh, is that Smithy in the wall along with Demon? They're both 2 separate accidents, but they both happened at the same time. Smithy has got away a bit, but Demon's recovering a little slower, but he does get back on. Now, how did that happen? Was a contact with Josh Wilkins, perhaps? But yeah, well, they've got away okay at least. But that was a weird incident. That, but like I say, rookie in Jason at the moment, and yeah, he's looking to give the people in the points tier perhaps a chance to look at him soon. As Smithy gets the first penalty of the day for track limits, a 3-second penalty. But yeah, let's say good stuff on the rookie so far. But the guy out there who has got the worst tyres, believe it or not, is actually our race leader. He's really pushing them out there. He's on 43% for his front left tyre. So you can see that he is pushing like mad. The next highest after that is way down Jimmy Met on 40%. So you can see there just what the tyres are like. But actually, Jimmy Met, his rear left is the one that's taking those down. He's on 45. So really the highest we're at the minute is in the low to mid 40s. So I don't think pit stops are massively necessary. It doesn't stop people going for them, no, of course. And that is what TJW and Doyle are doing. And we get one. Race leader though, he's more focused on his pit stop. Soon they're all going to mediums to then go to softs at the end. I think that's their strategies at the moment. But this should be pretty basic. Oh, Waste has gone off. Waste has gone off now as well at turn 12, and that definitely does promote Fozzie and Doyle up to second and third respectively as indecisive pits as well, so that'll confirm it. And the top 3 after these pit stops will be the genuine top 3, not just a net top 3. Well, you might have noticed that this gap is rising significantly, and I believe we're about to see a fastest lap of the race from Jason. Let's see if he can make it happen as he comes around the final corner. Fastest lap is a 125.2. This will be in the 124s, I believe. Is that the fastest lap? Let's see, this is his fastest lap anyway, let me just check. Yes, Josh Wilkins actually started fastest lap on a 24.3. So not actually quite the fastest lap, although it was set on soft, Josh Wilkins' lap, and that sort of proves regardless just how quick Jason is. Jason is now entering the pit lane. I think that's Josh Wilkins, is it? Going for another spin. That'll promote Stephen up into 10th position. Or is that Storm, sorry, going through? I think it will still let Stephen go through, but he's got a penalty. And so Josh might still end up getting by him in the end, unless he spins again, which he nearly did on the curb on the entry to 3. Jason, don't think he's having any issue with his pit stop. He has put on a new set of softs. We might have to run along board with him actually and see if we can catch him going for the fastest lap, because he pitted later than pretty much everybody else apart from indecisive. I believe now everyone's made a second stop. Let me just confirm that. Every single driver now has made a second stop. So they have indeed followed the regulations to the letter, which is good to see. Alex Lilliard's going to be 3 seconds behind Waste, by the way, now. He's just set the fastest lap, so I don't think it's going to happen for Waste today. But let's go to Jason then. As he's heading through the final sector now, I want to sit on board with him and take you for what could be the fastest lap of the race. As the rookie is going to try and get as many stats as he possibly can. First finish, first points, first podium, first win. It's all going to happen for him today if he can just keep this all on the road. Let's see what sort of lap he's about to set as he ride on board. He's using the ERS to the line to start lap 25 out of 29. Just 5 to go in the season opener here in Australia. Nicely through the first chicane, no dramas. He's driving beautifully at the moment, I must be said. He's absolutely having a great time out there. Driving within the limits of the car though as well, not over pushing it, just hitting the apexes, getting himself around the lap and dominating the race. 6/10 up on his best sector 1 already. Really strong pace. It's also purple. Yellows again, I believe that's for Storm, who's had yet another problem. He's getting close to being lapped here soon. And if he does get lapped, you need to think about that. If he wants to go for a point at the end, he's got to be ready if he gets lapped. Because I think if he now pits, there's a chance he does get lapped. Jason, nope, still up on his lap, trying to set the fastest time to take maximum points out of this first race. He's not just going to be doing it for fun. There is a point in this for him, and it would complete total domination of the race. Here he comes then, around the final corner. We know how good his pole position time was. This isn't going to beat that time, but it could be in the 22s. And that should be the fastest lap of the race. 4 to go. And it's safe to say Jason is deserving where he is at the moment. He's absolutely flying at the moment. Let's go and see the race leader as he heads through the middle sector. He's set to score a first ever fastest lap. He's set to score a first ever finish, a first ever podium, and most importantly a first ever victory. All he's got to do is get through these last couple of quarters, and the rookie for Ferrari is looking good to start his season in the best possible way. Maximum points are coming to him, are coming to Maranello. As he comes around the final corner, Jason, the pole sitter, comes around the last straight, and the checkered flag's there for him. Jason leads home what will be a Ferrari 1-2 as they take the perfect start to the prospect tier here in series season 19. Let's just see him. Fozzie Bear crosses the line, 4.5 seconds ahead of Doyle, who will pick up a podium for Williams. Quite a dramatic affair, isn't it? Wow. I can't get over that lap 1 accent, to be honest with you. It's a really hot talking point, I'm sure. And I'm sure the post-race interviews will probably say quite a lot about all that. But it's all about this man today, Jason, who I will certainly be putting forward for driver of the day. And all I'm going to ask from, really, could you possibly have had a better debut than that? Pole, fastest lap, just a superb performance. So that's really all I have to ask him. Could it have really got any better, and can you carry this on to the rest of the season?